Cloudy England today. Yeah, welcome to another live, welcome to the channel. I hope people are well, I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're thriving. And I had a really lovely new Reiki client yesterday. Very interesting, very interesting session. And some really interesting questions from her as well. And I thought that would be something to cover in a video or in a live. So that's what we're going to cover today. So it's to do with energetic boundaries, setting energy boundaries, and also understanding your own body's inner wisdom and connecting to the inner wisdom within. So we're so often, we talk about Reiki, and we so often, when we discuss Reiki, we discuss meditation, we discuss spiritual practices, whatever they may be, whatever context they come from for you. But we so often give them an external element, don't we? We often think of them being something coming from out there, from the ether. And, so if you're working in the realms of mediumship and whatever, then obviously, they're coming from an external connection that you're connecting your soul energy to connect with, to communicate and what have you. But the majority of the time, well, all of the time, that information is delivered and received via you, through you. And as we work with that energy and we work with that information, it's how we interpret it, it's how we deliver it, but it's also what we allow in. And one of the questions that the client asked me was about the things that I might take on from her. So I thought that would be a really good question to kind of cover in this live today. So taking on, I'm going to make a note of this, others' energy. And also talking about what the energy actually feels like. Because I think sometimes it's kind of it's maybe envisaged in the mind a little bit, or maybe it's explained or imagined or created internally, that we have this internal representation that the energy that we're either giving or we're receiving. Rocco James, hello, welcome. During a treatment is some sort of, I don't know, when you watch things like Star Wars, you watch the movies and things like that, and you see all this electrical impulse and these powers coming out of people's hands or from out of the bodies, and it's all very dramatic and very theatrical. And this is something that I'd explained to her, to the client. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Thank you very much for asking. I hope you're well as well. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're thriving and feeling good. And this is something that I'd explained to her as well, that a lot of what we see makes really good theatre. It's really good marketing. It makes really good theatre to sell something. So when you see a lot of videos, or you see a lot of things where maybe someone's having a Reiki treatment and the whole body's doing all this, and it's convulsing and shaking and and what have you, that doesn't really happen. Very rare. You might get the odd little twitch every now and again, but that's just because of the nervous system just regulating. But other than that, but it makes very good theatre. It makes it good to sell something. So that's something that we have to be mindful of when we're looking for a practitioner to work with, to receive some healing. Is okay, what are your thoughts about Reiki? Have you had Reiki before? What do you think of it? What do you think it is? And then giving your kind of your own explanation of it, which there are so many different out there explanations about it. And yes, it is kind of mystical and esoteric and unusual and different. but it's also pointing us back to who we really are. It's pointing us back to our true nature, ourself. Rocco, bro, okay. I like this live stream. Thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up. If you're new here as well, please do subscribe to the channel and keep updated with any of my content and the lives. I'm trying to go live a few times a week to catch up with viewers, subscribers, members as well that are on the channel. I'm wanting to do more membership content as well, just for the members to enjoy. Yeah, but I'm trying to go live as much as I can each week to keep in touch with you guys, with the subscribers that follow me and appreciate the work and the stuff that I'm doing here. Kian has just subbed. Thank you very much. Much love to you. So I also do some shorter videos over on TikTok as well, but you can find all my socials, all my links are always below in the description boxes of my videos. So go and check them out and follow me over there. But the majority of the time, the majority of my focus is on here as well. Stuart Stanley is subbed as well. So thank you very much. Rocco, you do some videos as well, and you've liked it too. Excellent. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for subscribing and hitting that button and following and keeping up with the content that I'm sharing here. So what we're talking about today? Today we're talking about setting your boundaries, setting your energetic boundaries of what you will allow, and also learning about your own inner wisdom, your own inner dialogue, your intuition, maybe you want to call it intuition. That sounds more relatable, I think, to most people, is your intuition. And your intuition, if you're not really sure, it's that gut feeling. It's that thing that tells you this is what you need to do, or that's the direction you need to take, or you don't want to go there. That is your intuition. And the way we connect more to our intuition is to understand ourselves. And the way we understand ourselves is actually by being present with ourselves. And being present with ourselves is managing your energy. It's managing who you are and what you're feeling. And for me, when I started meditating many years ago, the majority of the time, after a few minutes, I just fell asleep because I was dealing with so much stuff and doing a lot of the healing work myself that I was just, my body and my mind were just tired. I needed to rest. And as time went on, I didn't fall asleep as much because the healing work was starting to take place. And it was then that I was starting to become more aware of myself, of what I was aware of internally in my energy system, and what needed to have attention and what didn't need to have attention. And the thing is as well about attention is we can sometimes attach to that attention. And the key with meditation is to learn the art of non-attachment. That's what we're learning in meditation. We're not attaching to an outcome. We're not attaching to a feeling. We're not attaching to a thought. We're just being present and just allowing things to pass. But we're being the observer within that practice. And being the observer and not attaching is setting energetic boundaries. So it's a great way to train your mind-body connection to not attach to things, to the outcomes, to the events, the negative events, the things that may cause fear or shock or alarm, to not to be too stuck with that, because that blinkers you. So if you become so focused on one thing, your awareness is incapacitated. You've been closed off. So this is where the art of meditation is teaching us to just be open and aware, but not attached. So we can see, we can be aware of everything that is around us and the energy that is around us and the people that are around us. And the more you work on that level, the more sensitive you become, the more intuitive you become, and you're able to read people as well. You're able to read other people's energy, and you might get a feeling about this. You might not be too keen on that. That oneness and that presence is really the foundations of learning about energetic boundaries and how you can move forward beyond that, within that. So learning the art of non-attachment within your meditation is kind of the most powerful place to be within a practice. So whether it's in a meditation practice, in a Reiki practice, in a holistic healing practice, in an energy healing practice, whatever it might be, learning that art of non-attachment is very, very healing, because it keeps you present and it doesn't allow you to connect to an outcome or a solution, a person, situation, place, whatever it might be. Because as I mentioned earlier, that just sort of diminishes your awareness. Hey Howard, welcome. You're just heading to work. Have a great day. Just checking in and hope you're all good. We're all doing well, thank you. I hope you're doing good too, and I hope you have a great day at work. You can check this live out later on today, when it eventually gets uploaded. So within that practice, we're doing the meditation. We're learning about ourselves, we're learning about our energy, we're learning about our mindset, we're learning about where our mind is taking us. So everything is about, within meditation, within a lot of the practices, especially within meditation and Reiki, because of the foundations of the Zen and the Buddhist aspect within Zen, within the practice, it's all about no mind, no attachment. And so when we have no mind and no attachment, and I'm not saying that but when I say no mind, it doesn't mean that we don't have a brain, but it means that we're not attaching to anything. So we're just having an openness and an awareness, and we're not sort of looking for anything. We're just being present with ourselves. So when we are being present with ourselves, we're not in any sort of like thought, and we're just observing, we're just following whatever happens, and we're not attaching. When we're there and we're in that nice place, and it doesn't happen straight away, it takes time, it takes practice, but eventually through that practice you will be aware of your internal system. Rocco, wow, bro, how are you? Are you all right? Are you well? I know you've said you like hula hoops. I'm trying not to be too distracted. I'm trying not to be too attached as of what I'm talking about. So when we're present and we're aware with our energy, we then become aware of our internal energy. So there might be things that are going on that might be creating some disturbance, maybe some fear, maybe some worry, maybe some doubt, some grief, whatever it might be. And as you become more present and you become more aware of your own energy, you'll become more aware of what you're feeling internally. And from that internal feeling comes your inner wisdom. And your inner wisdom and your mind-body connection gives you a lot of the answers that you're seeking. So I saw a post this morning. I want to do a little video about it, but I did see a post on Facebook this morning, and it was about a practitioner that was seeking advice from their guides, from their angels, from their spirit guides or ancestors, but they weren't creating the connection. And that's not really what Reiki is about. We're not looking for anything specific. We're not trying to create a connection of anything other than just being present with our own energy, so we can facilitate the healing in that session for the client. So they felt a bit what's the word I could use? They were a bit like kind of upset and a bit put off because they hadn't created that connection. And basically what I said was that everything that they need is already there within them. And this is something that I've talked about quite a lot, to do with intuition, spirit guides, your higher self, ancestors, anything like that, that's all an aspect of you already. So instead of looking for an answer, looking for a solution, looking for a connection, looking for a being, looking for a deity or a god or this, that, and the other, rather than trying to look for all of these things, by being present with ourselves, we actually come to realize that we already are an aspect of all of those things that we're searching for. And the wisdom, the advice, the energy is already there with you. And all you need to do is silence and quiet the mind through the practice of meditation, through the practice of finding that place of no mind. And once you get to that place of no mind, then you get a lot more clarity. You get a lot more inner knowing, which is this inner wisdom. It's like a clear cognizance, a clear knowing that you get. Or it could be a clear sentience, like a clear sensing about something. And that's how you build your intuitive wisdom from within. So intuitive, it means the tuition from within, or your inner tuition. So that's what it's meaning. So it's always there and it's always present. And the only reason why maybe you can't connect to that is because you're not doing enough of the work. You're not doing enough of the meditation. You're not doing enough of the practice to just quieten the mind, quieten the monkey mind, work on the inner self, work on your energy internally, working on maybe your chakras or whatever, just balancing internally. And then you will find a lot more of that clarity within. And you won't be as focused on what's going on out here, what's going on in your periphery, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what you're aware of. You're more internal. And that internal feeling, that internal energy is where your safety, your security, your grounding, everything that you need comes from that inner being, that inner knowing, and that solidity of just being, of that awareness, focusing on your breath, calming the mind, and connecting. And yeah, that's kind of like that inner wisdom. It's always there. It's always there, and it's always present. So the art of practicing that inner presence, that inner knowing, that stillness within, the no mind. As we practice through that, we go through our meditations, we practice over the weeks, the months, the years. It develops, it builds, things become stronger, life becomes easier, you feel clearer in knowing, clearer in mind, clearer in thought, clearer in energy. Life becomes a little bit easier to manage, life becomes lighter because your thoughts, your emotions, your mindset is lighter, and you can move through things easier because you're not attached, you're not holding on to things that are pulling you down and weighing your energy down into whatever it might be, the directions your mind pulls you into. And with that practice alone, that is teaching you about boundaries. It's teaching you about separation and not being connected to the negativity, not being connected to the overactive mind, the thoughts. And I'm not saying in meditation about, a lot of people think that when we go into meditation that it's all about stopping the thought, or as soon as a thought comes up you think, right, I need to stop this thought, there's a thought coming up, I need to stop it. Because as soon as you start doing that, you're already out of the present moment and you're no longer in the now, because you're so fixated on trying to stop the thought, you're trying to stop the mind. And that is the key to presence, is just to be aware, just to be the observer. So imagine yourself when you go into meditation, you have your eyes closed, and just imagine yourself maybe just sitting on a park bench or sitting in the middle of a busy street, and you're seeing all these people moving back and forth, coming back and forth, and toing and froing and doing whatever. And all you're doing, you're just sitting with that and you're just observing. You're not attaching, you're not connecting, you're just observing. And that is the art of true presence within meditation. You're not stopping anything, you're not stopping anyone from moving or doing anything. You're just watching, you're just observing without attachment. And that is teaching you straight away about boundaries. And that's how you can create a healthy connection to boundaries. And as you develop and as you work on that, you start to move that into other areas within your life. And you become more confident with that practice. You become more aware of how supported you feel, how divinely protected you feel. And that is the art of true divine connection and protection, of like having having the boundaries there, but having very few attachments to things that are going to affect your boundaries and your energetic hygiene. That's kind of like what it's all about, really. It's all about your energetic hygiene. Because what can happen as well is, and you'll probably feel this when you become more aware, and you're more aware of your energy body, what you will feel is, if something's coming up that is maybe something is about to happen, it's creating some fear, or you're a bit scared of a situation, what you will feel is, you will feel a disturbance in the stomach, maybe a little bit lower down. So you got your solar plexus, you got your sacral chakra, you got your root chakra, you got your bottom 3 chakras. That's all to do with your physicality. It's all to do with who you are. It's all to do with your grounding, your safety, your security, your confidence, your sexuality. It's all to do with all the stuff that makes you you in the physical body now. And so when something comes up that creates an element of fear or worry or doubt or whatever it might be, a lower vibrational emotion, you will feel it in that part of the body. And once you start to become more aware of that, you can then alchemize that. So here's a for instance. So last year I decided to leave work, to leave employment, to go self-employed, and to just focus on the business, driving the business forward. And the whole time in my mind, the ego was just like, oh, but what if, but what if, but what if, all the time. And all I did then, I just spoke to the ego, and I just said, I just know that's my ego talking. And it neutralizes it straight away. It gets you back into the present moment. And this takes time to become sort of aware of. So then what happens? The time comes where you actually do whatever it is you're doing that's creating the fear. You push through it, you do it. And then what happens then is, and what happened for me was kind of like an aha moment. It was like a eureka, like a, yes, this is what I need to do, this is the direction I need to take. And you get a sudden sort of influx of like divine inspiration, like intervention, support, love, and all of these wonderful things start to open up and happen within your energy field. And that's because you've stepped through the veil of fear, the veil that may be pausing you, the veil that was creating attachment, the veil that was making you to stop. Once you step through that, you actually realize that that was all just ego-based. It was all the mind, and it was all creating to try and stop you. Once you step through it, you realize, oh, actually, I can do this. I am able to do this. And your thoughts become refocused, you get a newfound energy, and you move through. You move through with power, with strength, with confidence, because you know now that you've actually been able to do it. You've actually done that and made that step and gone into the direction that you want to go for you. This soul calling that you feel from your very bones of your being is telling you this is what you need to do. And that's kind of how you alchemize it, is you have to step through it, you step into it, and it transforms and transmutes that energy. So it goes from fear into hope, into love, into acceptance. And it's a beautiful, beautiful feeling when you actually get there. Like I say, I just had this wonderful sort of, it was just a feeling of just freedom, of openness, of like, yes, finally, we've done it. And We did it. So, Rocco is the only one that's been talking. So, yeah. How are you doing, Rocco? What's going on? What you're up to today? You've said hoop. You've put a couple of flags. You've put the American flag and another flag. I'm not sure what the other flag is. I can't quite see. It's like a green, white, green striped flag. I'm not sure. Doing videos. Good. Keeping up with the YouTube stuff. What is it you do on YouTube? I think have I followed you over on YouTube? I can't remember. Do you record like yourself, or do you make videos out of other videos? What is it? Is it AI stuff? What is it you're doing? Hitting 1,000 subs. Good, well done. Keep going. 1,000 subs is a big milestone. You're recording yourself. Excellent. Good. Is it gaming and things like that? I'm sure we've chatted before, haven't we? And I'm trying to remember, but it's a while ago. Is it gaming stuff that you do, or I can't remember. Refresh my memory. So yeah, but I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're doing well with YouTube, especially getting to 1,000 subscribers. That's a big milestone, that one. Have you got your super chat and thanks and all that stuff added yet? So welcome anybody that might be new to the channel, that might not have been here before. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're thriving and you're having a good Saturday, whatever time of day it is for you, wherever you are in the world. We've just been talking about energy hygiene, setting boundaries, understanding your intuition, your inner wisdom a little bit deeper through the various practices that I use, such as meditation and Reiki. Yeah, that's what we've been covering today, so I hope you've enjoyed. If that's something that sort of like piques your interest, then please do subscribe to the channel. Keep up with the videos and the content that I am doing. And also when I do go live as well, I'm trying to go live a few times a week to keep in touch with everybody, keep in touch with the subscribers and members and viewers. I did have a really good chat with Gordon Smith Duran yesterday again, who runs the Peaceful Rebellion YouTube channel, and also the Hypnosis Academy YouTube channel. He taught me, I did hypnotherapy through one of his courses. So we had a good chat yesterday about everything that's going on in the world currently, and that video is coming out on Wednesday next week. So you can catch that here on this channel. He's also going to put it out on his channel as well. So go over and check out the Peaceful Rebellion YouTube channel. And it's all about like the spiritual awakening. It's all about like where we're going within this energetic realm currently, and the path that we're on. But we did discuss a lot of that yesterday. So check out that video that's coming out on Wednesday. It is obviously scheduled to go out. I do have around about 5 or 6 videos scheduled to go out, so if you want to catch them early, if you want sneak peeks to them, then you can join the membership. There's 2 membership levels at the minute. There's early access and then there's one-to-one connection. So early access I think is something like $3 or something like that, and then one-to-one is £7 I think, or $7 or something like that. And basically, if you're looking for the one-to-one, you'll get added to, or I'll send you an invite to my Telegram channel, and then we can keep in touch via there, and then we'll do Zoom chats and discussions and seminars and what have you. We'll go a little bit deeper with the one-to-one stuff. So yeah, so if that's something that tickles your fancy, then feel free to do that. But if not, please do just subscribe, follow the channel, check out what we're doing here, and check out what content I'm posting. I've got quite a lot coming out over the next sort of few days about healing and Reiki and therapy and things like that. So there's a lot of that coming out over the next few days, but I will be starting to do some more meditation soon as well. So I have a full range of playlists here on the channel, from meditations, hypnotherapy sessions, Reiki sessions, art sessions, live sessions, podcasts where I've talked to many different practitioners of different healing modalities around the world on that podcast as well, the playlist. So go and check them out, go and have a look, see what else I've got, have a look at the offerings. There's over 2,000 videos on this channel now, so wow, it's been a journey, it really has. But it wouldn't be that journey without you guys, without the subscribers. So thank you very much for making it possible and for following me on this wonderful, wonderful journey of Reiki, of discovery and of healing and the spiritual path. So thank you. I'm going to leave that here, but thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for watching in the live or on the playback. And I will see you all in another video very soon. So do take care, much love, and bye for now. Toodaloo.